Scorpio moons, what up y'all? It is Araneae Storm checking in. I am your cosmic root work astrologer. I specialize in Mars activations as well as North Node and South Node consultations. So if you're trying to figure out where you've been, where you're at, and where you could go using your Mars to take you there, hit me up. I got you. I got you. But anyway, it's Araneae Storm. You can hit me up if you would like to book a personal reading. araneaestorm.wix.com/info. Definitely check me out. For those of y'all that's coming in for the first time and you're like, oh my God, I just found out I'm a Scorpio moon. Or you know a Scorpio moon. Or you just want to learn a little bit more about astrology. You've come to the perfect place, baby. The perfect fucking place. Anyway, okay. So I'm gonna just go ahead and give a disclaimer while I'm doing this video. The moon is in Gemini, y'all. I have a Mars in Gemini, so just bless all 17 motherfuckers that's here today. Bless them. But yeah, so if it's your first time coming in, and once again, you're like, what is a moon sign? Blah, 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 whoop, 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 bam. Your moon sign. Astro Finesse actually explained this, actually the rising sign, but I kind of took it a little bit deeper. Your rising sign basically is what, you know, when people are riding past this house, people are riding past this house and they see what's on the outside of it. Your sun sign, and I took, like I said, I took it a little bit further and was like, well, your sun sign then can be what's inside of the house, and your moon sign actually would be the reflection of your bedroom, your personal private space, the place where you decompress for the day. It's also where people can come into that know you well. And like I say, for some of y'all that might be a little different, you know what I'm saying? If that's how you get down, that's how you get down. But it definitely is one of those places where people who know you the most, this is where they get to. They hit in that moon sign. It's also the relationship that you have with your mother. So before we do go into, you know, Scorpio moon, we're going to talk about the mother relationship, and then we'll get right into it. So Scorpio moons is very deep. Whew, bless. Let me light Palo Santo for y'all asses. I just did this for Libra too, but y'all, bless. Because it gets deep. The mother relationship, this could have played out a couple ways. And once again, like I've been saying for everybody else, this heavily depends on your aspects. Whatever's aspecting your moon, it can play out in so many different ways. So when I say this generalization, when I'm speaking of these things, this is just in general. This is what it could play out to be. This is what it could be. Okay. So your mom, the mama, you know, could have been really overly protective. She could have been overly protective, or she could have been very controlling. Very, very controlling energy, or obsession kind of energy, if not with herself, with you. She could have been a very jealous, or, you know, just she could have been very jealous, or it could have been even conflated with like very protective energy. You know, especially because this is such a powerful moon, and very transformative type of moon, she could have been jealous of your own personal power. You know, like she could have really tried to break you down, or really tried to really, you know what I mean, really get to like sting your shit, yo, because she noticed and realized just how much power that you had. This also could have been a moon sign because you have such spiritual, you're very connected to the occult and the occult realm. You definitely could have communicated with the dead as a child, or a ghost, or spirits as a child. And this is something that the mother could have tried to shield and protect you from, especially as a child. You know, this is definitely that energy. Like she's like, oh, that shit isn't real, or, you know, that doesn't exist. This is just like a figment of your imagination. Like very much so that energy. The Scorpio moon, especially because Scorpio holds such deep emotions, deep-seated emotions that they don't express This mother could have came out very cold. Very, 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 very cold, because she did not like to outwardly express how she truly felt. And sometimes you never really ever knew how she truly felt because she wasn't openly expressive. And sometimes I feel like this could have jarred you personally a little bit. You probably have took it on as your own, like if it was something that you did or something that you were a part of. So this could have been, you could have harbored a lot of resentment towards, your mom. And I'm not saying this is for all, but you definitely could have, this could have been something. You could have been basically in abusive relationships, and this is all different types of abuse, and I'm not even gonna get started on what they could have been, but you could have gone through very just very traumatic experiences as a child, or witnessed or seen a lot of death, or you know what I mean, or it could have been very, very closed off from your extended family or familiar, you know what I mean. You could have, this is that energy of like you needing to I don't even want to say detach, but your energy with your mom, like I said, it could have went both ways, but all in all, like, you've probably had a really deep, even though all of this shit could have happened, whether it was, on this end or this end or whatever the case may be, you could have just had like a really deep attachment to your mother, almost obsessed a little bit with your mother in a sense, or she could have been really obsessed with you in a sense. Definitely, very much so. You're needing to explore your gifts. You're needing to explore, things go beyond the surface of this world. That's something that you'll come to learn from Taurus, because Taurus is very fixed in this material realm. You are learning to go beneath the surface, go beneath the Taurus moon, go beneath the foundation, and really seek knowledge, deeper knowledge. Like, you are not the type of person that, like, even though it's a very sexual, deeply sexual sign, like, this is the type of energy that sexually, when you are intimate with somebody, you can bond with somebody. You can really bond your energy, with somebody, because, this shit runs really, really, really deep. You do have to be, that's one thing I want to say, you do have to be careful who you have sex with. Like, I don't know why, that you really have to be careful about who you have sex with. But all in all, like, you really do crave, and I'm going to get back to that, you really do crave, like, a level of depth in your relationships with people. I don't care what kind of relationship it is. This is not, like, a surface-based, materialistic, that's just not your style. That's not what you need. You crave something deeper than surface-based things. You need it. You need people who understand how intimacy runs deep for you, and appreciate that about you. Because when they do get to that core, which it's like licking a fucking lollipop, one of them chocolate lollipops, and lollipops, it's hard on the outside and soft in the middle. We're just gonna completely act like a motherfucker didn't say that shit right now, because my mind literally went to a completely different place. Whoa, okay, off that, definitely, like, you definitely have that in you, and to go within and being able to go deep within the self. Very secretive. This is a very secretive sign. Like, once again, you never really know what's going on with Scorpio moons. They don't share everything. They don't tell everything. They like their privacy. You know what I'm saying? Like, these are not the type of signs that just go openly. They're not like Leo moons. And not to say that all Leo moons are like this, but they don't wear their heart on their sleeves, to a sense where they're putting their information and things like that out there. Like, it's very mysterious, it's very, inward energy. You know what I mean? This is fixed water. So it's not going to allow you in its gravitational pull. It's very seductive energy as well. You know, this moon knows how to seduce on a different kind of level than Cancer moon even does. You know, it can pull you in. Man, I put, even if you feel like you know them, you don't, because you don't. You really don't. Even when you think you got Scorpio, you don't. You don't. Okay, you just don't. You might think you have it figured out, but Scorpio moon is probably like way more steps ahead of you. You know what I mean? This is like boss level energy, you know, that I think about it like, all right, you're on the final level, you know what I mean? It's like, finish him type of energy. Scorpion energy. It's easy for you also to work with dark entities, dark energies. It's not really difficult for you to be able to tap in or key into, y'all see my mosquito bite. It's easy for you to key in to this kind of energy, you know what I mean, because you do live in the spiritual realm, and this is energy that can be very much so in contact with you through this realm. What I can definitely say also about this too is, because you're able to, this is like cemetery energy, because you're able to communicate with death, dark entities, or ghosts and things like that, it's really easy for you to get depressed. It's also, if you're not protecting yourself, it's easy for entities to try to overtake your vessel, because moon is such an open and vulnerable sign. It's easy. It's not, I wouldn't say it's easy. You just need to make sure that you're protecting yourself so entities don't try to attach themselves to you. You need to recognize your power so that entities aren't trying to attach their suck you dry, basically. You know, it's easy to experience that for you. Also, I want to say in relationships, you know, especially with the Scorpio moon, it's really fucking easy for y'all to get attached. You know, look to Taurus as your opposite sign. Like, it's very easy for the both of y'all, but it's, you know, especially we are talking about you, but it's easy for y'all to get super attached, you know, very possessive and also obsessive. So you have to, and hard for you to let go. And you have to understand that whatever happens in the relationship between you and whoever else it is, like, at the end of the day, they probably sleeping well at night. Like, this is no shade, but, and I know this is because this can be also a very vengeful sign as well. Like, you want to get even with somebody for if you feel betrayal or you feel wronged in some type of way. But, like, I need you to understand, once again, I said this for the rising, but I'm also going to say this for the moon because this hits home in a different way. Like, you have to notice the power within yourself. And if something is not working out for you, and I'm not saying that if it just doesn't work out, it's like, oh, fuck it, I'm just going. No, if something's genuinely not working out for you, it's because it's probably not for you. And your spirits are trying to show you that these things are not for you and move you in a different direction. And I know, because it's fixed water and it's sitting on this opposite sign of Taurus, fixed earth, it's like, I don't want to go. I don't want to, you know what I mean? I don't want to do it. Like, this is mine. And it's like, gee, you got to move along. Like, you got to move. You got to move along. You got to let that shit go. So new energy, this is transformative energy, this transformative moon. So this transformative moon can let in new energy that really feeds you in the way you like to be fed. Okay, Scorpio, that you like to be fed because it's out there for you. This can also be very vamp-like energy as well, succubus energy as well. I'm not going to go into those. I'm not going to go into succubus energy, but I can definitely say, if you don't heed, it can be easy for you to latch on and suck on. This is really, like, I'm not even trying to throw shade for real, y'all. It's just, I want you to understand how powerful this moon is. You know, it's easy for you to manipulate things and bend things to your will. I think of this as, I don't know if I brought this up in the rising, but this is definitely moon energy. I don't know if y'all have seen Katara, the last airbender. I think it's, no, Korra, I'm sorry, the last airbender. We talk about, I think I might have did this in Horizon. I don't know if I did, but this, I think of this, especially the blood bending avatars. Basically, you were not able to blood bend unless it was a full moon, and then there was actually this avatar that learned how to do it outside of the moon, and they banned it. This is your energy. You're able to bend things to your will with just the power of your emotions. So you have to be able to check in with the self. Like Scorpio, you need isolation, but not isolation to the point where you're literally cutting everybody off and you're not connecting to people on a deeper surface level. But you also got to understand that you can't take advantage of that energy. You can't, you know, because it can be very domineering as well. So you have to be able to transmute that energy in something positive for not only you, but the person that you're in contact with. Definitely look, I put reading the fuck out of you without you knowing, like, for real, just by looking at you, like, for real, like, Scorpios know, even if these Scorpio moons know, even if they try to play like they don't know, these motherfuckers know, G, they know. Even my 8th house moons out there, like, y'all motherfuckers be knowing. Y'all be knowing. You know what I mean? You can't fool me. You can't bullshit a bullshitter. Alright? So just know that they know. Y'all pick up on things on a psychic, intuitive level through your body, through your emotions. Once again, you just cannot, get your own emotions conflicted with somebody else's, in the sense of, like, you thinking how you think and feeling how you feel and then projecting that onto other people, but really feeling into yourself, knowing yourself well enough to be able to tap into energy and being like, all right, got you. Y'all would be amazing psychologists. Amazing. Y'all will be amazing psychologists because you're able to penetrate the mind in a way, you're able to penetrate people's emotions in a way that you can really get to the bottom of it. All I ask is, if you do use this energy, please use it for the best intentions, with the best intentions, because that shit will quickly, once again, I think I did say this but for real, that shit will quickly backfire on you. And it'll backfire on you in a way that you never thought it would get back. You know what I mean? Like, you got to be very careful with this energy, because this is not just energy where it's just like, oh no, it will rain down on you. So when you do what you do, just know what you do, how you do. You feel me? Sex drive crazy. You know what I'm saying? Very sensitive. Very, 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 very sensitive. Like I said, even though, they don't show it, this is energy that Scorpio needs to be able to trust people that's around it in order for them to open up, because you can be so fixed in your ways and fixed on how you feel and fixed on not being hurt that you choose to close yourself versus opening yourself up to not only the possibilities of allowing people in, but allowing people to know you on that deep level, on that, not the surface base, but beyond the surface level that you crave. You crave it. You might not admit it, but you crave it. You crave that intimacy on a deep level. I'm not just talking about with a partnership or somebody that you're, you fucking and kissing and loving and boo loving. I'm talking about just period. You wanna connect. So open that shit up. Open yourself up. You can keep that level of protection, but also be open enough to allow yourself to receive the things that you truly want and the things that you truly desire. This is a very desirable, moon sign. Self-awareness. By you being self-aware of how powerful your emotions are and being aware of how you feel and how you feel. I don't know why it's feel it. Hey, on the sunshine. That's coming to my head, but knowing this, Scorpio, you know what I'm saying? Like, being able to be in tune with your emotions on such a level where you can wield that to your not only manifestation, abundance, but just like your inner being, that energy that can really pull you down into being like Miss Negative Nancy or Mr. Negative Nancy, or they, whatever you identify as, Nanciers. This can be a powerful tool for you, because you know the deep, dark, you know just how deep and dark people's emotions can go. And we can play like everything's good and everything's okay, but Scorpio moons know. They know when something is off. They can feel it. It's an instinct. It's natural instincts for them. You know what I mean? I don't know why I want to bring up the Scorpion, but when the Scorpion feels like, I know why I want to be up the Scorpion, but when the Scorpion feels like it's in danger, it automatically goes on guard. Automatically. Ain't no, let me think about it. They just on guard. So I used to tell this to, my homies. Basically, my granny, she lives on a farm. Still lives on the same farm. My granny, my nanny, my granny's mama lives on a farm. And I remember one time they were saying like how she stepped on a scorpion on her foot. Now, she a tough cookie, so she wasn't really tripping about the shit, but the fact that she stepped on it and it immediately, instead of like crushing it or not depleting it, but bruising the scorpion was already on guard to be able to sting her like that. You know what I mean? Like, it was already like, she didn't see it, but it happened to already be on guard, because it wouldn't have been able to sting her if it wasn't. You know what I'm saying? So that's that energy. Like, you're always on guard. You're always trying to protect and to shield. So I think you being able to kind of let your defenses down a little bit by actually getting to know people and allowing people that you feel like you can trust to get to know you, you'll be able to create and be able to, create an energy of balance in your inner world. And I think that's it. Like I did say, prone to feeling negative thoughts and emotions, but you can transmute that. Being able to go within, being able to understand you on a deeper emotional level, like I said. You need time also, just as much like when you do give on to people or do allow your defenses to come down and let people to get to know you.